everyone, and welcome to our weekly twin flame reading. For this week's reading, we have my new twin flame tarot deck. So this is the one I'll be using today. I can't wait. It's the first proper reading I've done with this. So what we'll do is we'll, same as every week, we'll look into the past, the present, DM, DF energy. We see what actions taking place in the 5D, the 3D, any external factors influencing the connection at this moment. We get a message from your person. We also get guidance for you guys and what is happening next in the future. So let us begin. I'll give these cards a good shuffle and then we can find out. So in the past, that flew out. In the past position, we have the Four of Swords. In the present, we have the King of Swords. The divine feminine feelings, we have the Hanged Man. The divine masculine feelings, I want this one. We have the Six of Swords. We've got a lot of swords out so far. External factors, Ten of Swords. Someone's not doing so good. Let's have a look. 5D action. We have Temperance and the Death card. 3D action. Page of Swords. Guys, I cannot believe how many swords are coming out today. Let's see what's happening in the future. Ace of Pentacles. Let's get some guidance for those of you watching. Knight of Swords. And let's get a message from your person. The Empress. Okay. Your person's seeing you in a very different light. So your person wants to say to you, I actually appreciate you now. I didn't really see you in your power before, but now I'm seeing you in this completely different light where you are empowered and it is so attractive. Your person's always had this vision or this idea of you as like this Queen of Swords energy where you can be cold, detached, where you can be manipulative. So your person here has always felt like you were, manipulative or defensive. But actually they're saying now, I don't feel that way about you anymore. I actually feel that you are nurturing and warm and kind. I feel like you are the Empress rather than the Queen of Swords. So the good news is your person has had a very big change of mind about who you are. So they're no longer projecting kind of their issues onto you. Now, in the past, it's very clear that you two have just been feeling disconnected whilst you've been focusing on recovery. The Four of Swords really is saying that, the two of you have just had this period of like meditation and reflection. You've both been, fighting your own personal struggles, climbing your own mountains, and really just doing like a very self-focused journey the last couple of weeks or months. Because with this Four of Swords, I feel like, you've both been going through some very big challenges. So you've had to, had a bit of a disconnect so that you could focus on your challenges. But now it seems like your counterpart here is making a decision. Your counterpart is actually feeling very, very different. They feel like they understand something. I'm being shown them being given books. So it's like they actually understand more. They have some new information. And this is in the present moment. So they currently feel like they have a different insight on this connection. And that is why they're saying to you, I now see you as the Empress because I now have new information which has come to light and it has changed the way that I am thinking about you and this connection. Now, meanwhile, the Divine Feminine is feeling like things are stuck. She's in the Hanged Man mode where it's like there's this stagnation, this kind of like non-action, and it's starting to frustrate her. At first it was hard and then it got easier because she started to realize the beauty in this situation. But now she's back to like, how long will this pause be going on for? So the Divine Feminine is feeling perhaps frustrated at the pause which is taking place in her connection. And she's trying to change her perspective so that she sees this from like the positive light. but it's proving difficult. Oh, bless me. It's proving difficult for her because she doesn't really know what to commit to anymore. I feel like she's not sure what to do to try and get this situation off hold. And because she doesn't know what to do, it's like, well, is there even anything I can do? So the Divine Feminine's feeling frustrated at all the things outside of her control because she just wants to speed this up right now. And the Divine Masculine, interestingly, Six of Swords, he wants to speed things up as well. He wants to move forward. He wants to transition into the next chapter here. But the Six of Swords is also about letting go. So the Divine Masculine is feeling like he wants to let go of whatever has been holding him back. Whatever restrictions have been in place in his life, he wants to move away from all of that. He wants to start moving towards like a much smoother and calmer time here in his life, not even just with the Divine Feminine. Because it's clear that someone here is going through some very big endings in their life, and this does seem to be the Divine Masculine more than the Divine Feminine. But obviously it could be both of you. But the Divine Masculine is feeling like he wants to go through this transition now. He doesn't want to be stuck here anymore. And that's kind of what the Divine Feminine is waiting for. She's saying, look, I'm bored of this stagnation and this pause. And he's saying, hey, look, me too. I want to get on this boat and get things moving. Now, externally, we do have this Ten of Swords. So outside of this connection, it seems like someone or both of you are going through some endings in your life. Now, if this is your person, he is just feeling frustrated that, you know, he feels like he's kind of hit rock bottom here. He feels like, how do I get up out of this hole? How do I rebuild myself? So it does seem like your person's going through something really, really hard. The Ten of Swords is not easy. It's temporary, that's for sure, but it doesn't make it any easier. You know, your person... Hey! Luna! Esty! Luna! Esty! Your person is saying here, I have been going through something very personal, very difficult, and it's a struggle. And I feel like I have been at rock bottom. I feel unable to get out of this pit. I feel unable to pick myself up. I feel like I can't get out of the hole that I'm in right now. So your person's, you know, this could be you as well, but I really do feel for a lot of you, this is the Divine Masculine who's been going through this, but obviously it may resonate for you too. Where you just feel unable to pick yourself back up and just feel like everything's just been building and building and getting like more and more on top of you. It's been weighing you down and keeping you stuck. Now in the 5D with the Temperance and the Death, it actually feels like there is this big shedding of ego. There's this big ego death basically which is taking place. So the 5D connection is probably becoming much clearer. You might start to, you know, have more vivid dreams or visions about your person. It may be that they start to kind of reach out to you a lot more in the 5D. But also, I'm getting that you're getting a lot of divine support from your spirit guides. You're getting some help from your spirit team here who are trying to keep you balanced. So in the 5D, we have so much activity going on from both your counterpart's higher self, but also your spirit guides, your angels, and your loved ones. You've been patiently waiting for these 5D changes to materialize in the 3D. You know, you're waiting for that balance between the 5D and the 3D, the merge to take place. And it does seem that for a lot of you, it's like you've been working hard on like your spiritual practices. You've been working hard on, you know, your growth. And this is resulting in some endings in your life, but also rebirths. And that is why we have the Ten of Swords. You know, one or both of you may be going through some personal endings in your life, but all of this is part of shedding your ego and actually going through this transition, this rebirth. In the 3D, Page of Swords, we might have a message coming in from your person, but in the 3D, we definitely have someone here spying on you. We have someone watching what you're up to or thinking of you a lot. There's a curious mind at play. So someone is trying to check up on the other person. Perhaps you're both trying to do it to each other. And you're both trying to find out something about the other person, I feel. Or, you know, one person's doing this to the other. But this is on a 3D level. So I feel there's going to be some good news in the 3D. So whether this is your person communicating with you, or whether it is you seeing them spying on you, seeing them looking at your things, it could very well be that. But I just honestly feel in the 3D, someone here is doing a lot of research on the other person. And this is going to be found out by whoever is being researched or spied upon. So it's going to come to light, that's for sure. Now, in the future, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So the future does seem to bring about some, like a stable offer, but actually this feels a lot more like career changes. The future here seems to be about the two of you going through big career transitions so that you feel more stable. And then there's going to be like, that's going to connect the dots. I feel like these career or material changes have to happen before you both feel comfortable in, you know, something shifting within the connection. So I'm going to look into more of those on the extended. We're going to look into the future, and I'm also going to look more into this 3D, the action in the 3D, this Page of Swords. I want to see more about what this spying is about. And the guidance for you with this Knight of Swords is, the guidance for you with a Knight of Swords, I feel like for a lot of you, this is time to act. It's time to act upon your desires, not just let things pass you by. This is definitely about taking action on what you feel is in your heart. Not actually to do with this connection, although it could be, but more to do with, you know, what your passions are, what your motivations are. And also you're being guided to stop with the in and out in your head. So if you're feeling very up and down about this connection, try to find your balance, try to ground yourself so that you feel more stable, so that you feel more able to handle like the ups and downs here, because your in and out kind of mindset or behavior, that could very well be like triggering a bit of an imbalance here. But what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to go into the extended now. I'm going to look into a lot more about what is coming in the future here, and we're going to look into much more about who is spying on who and what they are finding out, because there's something going to come to light here which is definitely going to create a shift. And I do feel a message, I do feel communication coming as a result of this, so we'll find out more about that. Okay, I hope to see you guys over on the extended on Sacred Space. Details of how to watch that are on the next part of this video. Links are in the description box below. If you have any issues, just email support@sacredspace.co.uk and we will get back to you as soon as possible. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, comment, and also hit subscribe. And I'll see you guys either over on Sacred Space for the extended or back here next week for our next twin flame reading. For the extended version, visit www.sacredspace.co.uk. Click on the Spirit section at the top of the page and find the video that you want to purchase. You can also filter by category and choose Extended. Click Purchase to buy this individual video, or sign up to the Evolved tier for full access to the Sacred Space site.